glass to your shower doors or perhaps to your staircase is one way to update and upgrade your home. But new technology allows us to take things one step further. For example, giving personality to lone walls.
Hi, I'm Stephen Martucci from Alexandra Glass Design. I've been in glass since 1985. I was one of the innovators of shower enclosures. Now we're into the digital print glass, laminated technology, where we were able to do any type of glass work. Interior glass doors, tabletops, shower doors, feature walls. Numerous applications to customize your homes.
We look at ways to reflect your style with laminated glass on today's SoFlo Home Project. Welcome to SoFlo Home Project. I'm Alena Capra. Today we're talking about the beauty and versatility of glass as a decorative element in the home. And it's a beautiful reflective surface, but so much more than that. With the laminated glass technology, design possibilities truly are endless. Today we take a look at ways to create dramatic impact with digitally printed laminated glass, modernize your home with reflective surfaces, use glass to make spaces feel more open, and much more. Stephen, welcome to SoFlo Home Project.
Thank you very much.
Great to have you with us today. Today we are going to be talking about something you were very familiar with, and that is glass. And I wanted to really cover the different ways that you could enhance the home with glass applications, not just shower enclosures, not just mirrors, but decorative glass like this.
This, right?
Let's start here because
Sure.
this is quite amazing.
This is laminated glass, which is, the process is two pieces of glass sandwiched like your car windshield. So we're able to put film, which would create art, wallpaper, fabric, any type of
Very
textures, and create endless designs.
So that's really a great way to enhance a wall. And I love that, I mean, the scale of it alone. How tall is this? This is a very large scale.
Yes, this is a 12-foot wall wide and 11 tall, 3 panels of 4 foot. And we have LEDs behind it as well.
So it lights up at night.
So it lights up.
Nice.
Yeah, it gives it a whole different dynamic rather than looking at a plain wall.
And I love that accent. We often show a lot of different things we could do with stone, and we've seen backlit stone like Cristallo and other. This is another amazing way to do it, and with such a large scale.
Yes.
And a lot of the times, whether you have high ceilings or not, in this case, the ceilings are quite high.
Yes.
This really brings the eye up and creates that focal point.
Correct.
So now, from a design standpoint, I have to ask you about the process. I'm looking at this beautiful living room. I'm seeing colors. I'm seeing the gold and the furnishings and the upholstery and the rug, and I'm seeing it again on here. Did this come first or after where you matched the colors in the room?
We work with the color scheme of the project in hand or future colors.
Well, and that's pretty cool because if you look at this particular room setup, this is a very symmetrical layout. We have the 2 sofas, we have the 2 chairs in front. So to have this behind us with the book match as well, it just brings this great look of symmetry all the way through the room and up.
Yes.
Now, the process of this to match the colors and work with that, do you create a strike off of a sample?
We work with a sample. We start with a little print. This happens to be a big wall, so it's hard to put it on.
Just to get a nice section so you can match it.
Correct.
And you want it to match. As a designer,
Yes.
That's our key thing. So I love the way it matches in here. Now, can this also go in a shower area? Like sometimes we think about typically using tile, but perhaps you want to do this seamless, cool imagery. Can't put wallpaper in a shower, so what is the next best thing?
Well, yes, we have done shower walls already and shower doors. So there's so many different types of applications for this.
You have this type of product elsewhere in this home in the powder room.
Yes. We did a little accent wall, and as soon as you walk in, you're going to get impacted.
Now in there, it's a large scale floral, I believe.
Yes.
So that, I mean, we're talking about you could do large prints, you could do more abstract. So if we did have a JPEG image of something we wanted to work with, can we then digitally change and enhance the colors?
A little bit of Photoshop work.
Okay.
Yes, we could. Absolutely.
I really love kind of hearing about the process, and we're going to continue sharing some great ways of bringing decorative glass into the home. So stay with us.
Thank you.
Coming up, add presence to any room by glamming things up with glass on SoFlo Home Project. SoFlo Home Project. I'm Alena Capra, and we are continuing to talk about all things decorative glass for the home with Stephen Martucci from Alexandra Glass. So Stephen, before the break, we took a look at what I think would be a larger version of what some of these samples that we're seeing here installed on the living room wall as decorative wall art. So I thought it would be fun for you to kind of break down what in smaller sizes, what the capabilities are, some different samples. You got a lot here to show us. So where should we begin? The larger pieces over here?
Well, yeah, if you want, these pieces of glass is slump glass. And this actually we bring in from Ukraine. We have our digital print glass, and again, with the technology that we have, that we were standing in front of the feature wall before, we're able to sandwich anything. And this happens to be a fabric piece.
Very cool. So oftentimes you can sandwich the fabric between the glass.
Correct.
And put it in areas where you couldn't put the fabric.
Correct.
So
changes the whole dynamic.
Cool look. This is awesome. So basically, if someone was wanting to do that for their home, you would tell them the yardage they would need if they had a specific fabric they wanted to do that with?
Correct, we go shopping.
Are there limitations in that?
No, actually it's endless. As far as the lamination goes, we are smashing, as I would call it, wallpaper.
Yes.
So there's a full line of Philip Jeffries that we work with. So this is one of their pieces.
So pretty much another way to, again, utilize materials that are not necessarily for a wet area, perhaps in a shower, things like that. Could
Correct.
this also go in there because it's protected by the glass?
Correct. The lamination technology seals the edges, vacuum and heat treated, so
Great.
Nothing can penetrate.
That's awesome. So there's definitely a lot of great options with that. So fabric, wallpaper.
Artwork.
Beautiful.
Some digital foil.
So this is more matte. So everything we've seen
this-
so far has been shiny. So talk to us about the matte finish.
Some of the clients don't like the shine on it, so we have been working with, and we did a huge backsplash with this.
Very cool.
So there's no reflection.
So to turn this to the side so our audience can see it. So it is still sandwiched between the two pieces of glass.
Correct.
And the print is actually in between there. So there's something over here that caught my eye, and I am curious to know what this does. But before we check that out, we're gonna check in with USA Windows and Doors and see what great advice they have for us today.
I'm Jennifer,
I'm John with USA Windows and Doors.
and today we're here doing an installation on a whole home, and we're going to talk about the importance of installation.
Unlike other companies, when we remove the old windows and doors, we also remove all the old wood. With the time, the rent can come inside and it can get rotten wood. It can also have water damage, mold, and even termites sometimes.
And we are also prepping. We got to make sure that all this debris from concrete that you see here, that is all going to be removed. We're going to pour fresh new concrete under this windowsill right here, and then we will mount our new window into that fresh concrete.
And all of this will be done at no additional cost.
This is standard procedure of when we do all of our installations. The reason the installation is key when you're getting new impact windows, you can have a great impact window. If it's not installed correctly, it's gonna defeat its purpose. You're gonna have water coming in, just like if it's an old window. You're gonna have even air seeping in or escaping from inside your house. So you're gonna have a high electricity bill with new windows and you're wondering why. So installation is key.
Another important part during installation, we also cover your furniture. We cover everything from dust.
When we're doing installation, we will make sure that nothing in your home gets compromised during this process. As it is construction, we were going to try to make it as smooth as possible for you, the homeowner.
So if you're ready to upgrade your windows and doors, call USA Windows and Doors.
Or visit us at our website at usawindowsanddoors.com.
Stephen, so there are some samples over here that we have not gotten to. We talked about all this. This looks like stone, not glass. What are we looking at and what does it do?
Yes, this is real stone that lights up. The technology is water jet, that they slice it thin enough that the light penetrates.
Wow.
Any stone in the world. This is, again.
This is awesome.
And this is the tray that it comes in. This type of applications we sell for countertops and floors. believe it or not.
Very cool. So you could do that light up floor, whatever application you want.
Yes.
This is amazing, and I think a really great way to do something completely different in your home,
Yes.
even in a commercial space. Of course, I'm sure you utilize this just about anywhere.
Yep.
And could this also work as a lit backsplash?
It could be anything.
Now, size-wise, are we kind of in similar constraints as what we saw,
Yes.
like that, like just under 5 feet by 11?
Correct.
Okay,
Yep.
so that gives you plenty of flexibility to do
Yep.
a lot in
Absolutely.
design, and but I'm curious as to what that is. So let's take a look.
This is brand new. The LEDs have led us to the screens that are coming out today. This, because we are into the lamination, we're able to put a film that goes in between the two pieces of glass and turn it into an LED screen.
Wow.
That can be programmed for anything.
This could also be something that's larger in scale up to that sizing,
Yes.
and could this go indoors or outdoors?
Both.
Wow.
Again, because of the lamination technology, the seal, the vacuum, and the heat treated, nothing penetrates.
Well, this is amazing innovation, and I can't
Thank
even
you.
imagine the design capabilities with working with something like this.
Thank you. Yes.
So we've got more to talk about, more to see when it comes to glass, so stay with us. Coming up next, ways to update and open things up with glass enclosures on SoFlo Home Project.
SoFlo Home Project is sponsored in part by Eldorado Furniture. Looking to refresh your home? Visit us online at eldoradofurniture.com or a showroom near you.
So it has been hotter than ever this summer, and our air conditioning units have been working in overdrive. I know at least mine has, and sometimes when that happens, that translates to higher energy bills. So we are here today with a spokesperson from FPL to find out some ways that we can save on our energy bills going forward by making really small changes that can make a big difference. So we are here today with Francine Freitas, a spokesperson with FPL. Francine, welcome.
Thank you for having me.
The number one thing I wanted to jump into is for homeowners, what is the number one driver of the energy bills? Is it the AC? And then are there ways or things to do to perhaps bring some of that down?
Your AC is the largest driver of higher energy bills. The hotter it is outside, the harder your AC has to work in order to cool your home. And we recommend to set the thermostat to a comfortable level between 74 and 78 degrees. For each degree that you can keep the thermostat up towards 78 degrees, you can save 3 to 5% on your monthly cooling costs.
Wow.
And when you leave the house, setting it to 82 also helps. We also want to make sure that the AC is running optimally. That means keeping up with your manufacturer's maintenance, keeping that air filter changed and regularly changing it.
What about things like ceiling fans? Do those contribute to helping the AC run maybe not as heavy in overdrive?
Ceiling fans are a fantastic way to keep us cool, but ceiling fans keep people cool, not rooms. So it's also recommended to turn off the ceiling fan when you leave. Second energy driver appliance is going to be the water heater. And for the water heater, a tip that we recommend is setting the temperature to 120 degrees. It's still going to give you the warm showers, you're able to do your dishes, but you're going to save overall on that appliance.
Could we talk a little bit about the FPL Energy Manager and what that does and what information it gives to homeowners?
Absolutely. The Energy Manager is a free online tool accessible through the FPL account, and it gives you a fantastic breakdown of the when, where, and how your home is using energy. It also gives customized tips based on your usage of how you can save. We also have another tool called the House of Savings. And the House of Savings is a very fun and interactive experience where you can play to save. Participants can use their phone or tablet and go through a 3D home, answering energy-related questions to see which appliances have the biggest impact on their bill. For anybody who's interested to learn how they can save more, up to $30 a month on your energy bill, it's fpl.com/ways to save.
Great. Well, that sounds awesome. I really want to thank you for all your knowledge today and tips. And of course, all of that information where homeowners can find out how to save a little more on their energy bills with FPL. So thank you so much, Francine.
Thank you for having me.
Welcome back to SoFlo Home Project. I'm Alena Capra, and we are continuing to share about all things glass for the home and decorative glass with Stephen Martucci from Alexandra Glass. So Stephen, we got a sneak peek at a lot of things. I mean, we've seen really decorative, cool stuff that we could put just about anywhere in the home.
Correct.
Including shower enclosures.
Of course.
This is sort of, I mean, it's not quite opaque, but it has a little bit of that fabric pattern in it.
Correct.
So this would be more of a decorative enclosure. If you wanted a little glam in the kind of shower enclosure, this is it.
This is it. You could do any type of fabric in between to change the dynamic of your clear shower doors.
This might be a cool accent for partition of glass in a
Correct.
bathroom.
Absolutely.
So of course we've got the decorative, but for shower enclosures, clear glass is really the #1 choice
Yes.
we see.
Clear
right?
glass is basically what's been going on for a long time. So
Yes.
with our ability of low iron, 3/8 1/2 inch, acid etched.
So you said a lot of key things that our audience, we want to educate them on. Great stuff when it comes to figuring out what type of shower enclosure you want. So first of all, let's start with thickness of the glass. You mentioned 3/8
3/8 and
1/2
1/2 inch. Correct.
1/2 inch is considerably thicker, heavier.
Yes, it's durable, more durable on the bigger size if we do bigger doors.
Okay.
Steam enclosures, wine rooms, we use a thicker glass.
And then the 3/8 is, you're more standard. I specify that a lot. I know that's a nice shower enclosure.
Yes, it's still a quality product.
Now, you mentioned acid etched glass. That's our frosted look.
Correct.
And that's good for shower doors.
That's good for the partitions if you want to, cover yourself up and have just a shadow. It's basically acid etch does that for you.
So that gives that obscured kind of look. And often, sometimes I've seen it where it's just in a portion and the rest might be clear.
We call that a gradient look, where it starts off heavy and it starts to fade as you go.
That's nice. It gives that, I like that gradual kind of look. And again, for any type of bathroom, you always want something different.
Yes.
And that's where you mentioned low iron glass. That's another great term to know.
Yes.
Why?
Low iron is, again, a crystal clear glass. So if you're using certain colors with your marble or your stone and you want it to pop through your glass.
I typically will spec that all the time when we're using whiter stones of this nature, just so you don't get the green tint. So basically, when you go with low iron, no green
No
tint.
green.
So that's a great tip if you are picking out a shower door. So thank you for sharing some of that.
Absolutely.
And we've got more to chat when we come back. Next, more ways to give your home a custom designer look with glass on SoFlo Home Project. Welcome back to SoFlo Home Project. I'm Alena Capra, and we are continuing to talk about ways to update and beautify your home with glass with Stephen Martucci of Alexandra Glass. So Stephen, we've gotten to see a lot of different things, ways to bring beautiful decorative panels as wall art into the home with glass, dress up bathroom walls, accent walls, talk about shower enclosures, and of course, all the new technology. So is there anything in particular with new technology that you're excited about transforming what you can do with glass in the home and beyond?
Yes, we have the technology, of course, with AI. We're able to do a lot. See what happens.
I'm sure that's going to be a very exciting kind of juncture to bring that together with the glass.
Yes, it is. Magic.
We can't wait to see.
Thank you.
I'm sure our audience is definitely inspired from everything they've gotten to see today. So I want to thank you for spending some time with us and sharing your expertise as well as beautiful inspiration for designing with laminated glass and more.
Thank you very much.
And now let's take a look at what design inspiration we have for you next week on SoFlo Home Project. Households are expanding with adult kids moving back and aging parents moving in. We tour a beautiful home that's been adapted for multi-generational living. So I just want to thank all of you for joining us this week. We hope to see you again next week for another all-new episode of SoFlo Home Project right here on Local 10 with lots of design inspiration. And remember, there's no place like SoFlo Home. If you missed any part of this episode, or if you're looking for more design inspiration, make sure to check out all episodes online at sofloshows.com. And don't forget to follow us on social media on Facebook and Instagram.